It's Ring of Fire right here on your classic metal show with the Battle of Leningrad, the title song from that release. And I want to thank Mark Bowles for taking a few minutes to talk to us on the Skype. I'm not a Skype fan when it comes to the interview thing, but that's how people want to do this these days.
Well, it was nice of you to, hook the leash around his neck and drag him around the room a little bit. Jesus Christ.
I'm not sure what he was doing. It sounded like he was like chopping onions in the kitchen or something. He was just like banging on shit and cutting, and it sounded like a knife on a cutting board or something.
Yeah, or like he was writing your questions on a chalkboard or something. I was like, Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah, I hate when people use low quality mics, maximum threshold, and do stuff like that. But
Jesus.
But it was nice to have Mark on. Like I said, I made his acquaintance last April, and really a nice guy. I like him on a personal level. I mean, just very cool, laid back, just very, like I said, just kind of unassuming, kind of shy actually, but a great performer, great vocalist, and I was glad to get him on the show.
Yeah, definitely cool, and I like the Ring of Fire record. It's pretty good.
Yeah, see, that's just too bombastic for me. I just don't get into the whole, big keyboard sound. It just doesn't do it for me. I know it's very popular in Europe and, as he mentioned, in Japan and stuff, but for me personally, I could not have a diet of that kind of music.
Okay, if you could only listen to that or the modern metal, which would it be?
Boy, that's a tough one.
So I'll give you three bands.
Okay.
You can listen to that, Nightwish, or what's another third one that's in that realm? Rhapsody of Fire. That's choice A. Or choice B would be Killswitch Engage, Disturbed, and I don't know, Along Came a Spider.
See, I don't have a problem with Killswitch Engage.
Oof.
I'm not a big fan, but I don't hate them.
Yeah. So you would take that over the
Ring of Fire?
Over the Ring of Fire and Rhapsody of Fire and whatever the third one was, I said.
Along Came a Spider?
Yeah, no, that was for the modern one.
Oh, okay.
Whatever the third. Oh, Nightwish.
Nightwish. Oh. See, it just doesn't do it for me. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people out there that they got a rabid fan base for that style of music, like Sabaton.
Yeah,
I saw somebody throw that in the chat room, and that I just don't get into that. What do you call that? Nordic metal or something?
I just call it marching metal.
Yeah.
So it all sounds like shit that you would fucking have worn to listen to on your way to the Renaissance Fair or something.
Exactly.
And look, I get that. I'm with you too, personally. I'd take B over A. I would not. I'll take the Kill Switch, and I'll take Along Came a Spider, and I'll take whatever, Black Veil Brides. I'll take any of this modern shit over this fucking triumphant fucking wish we were Blind Guardian, but we're not quite there metal that's out there.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's just not my cup of tea, but I know, and you heard him say in the interview that they're very big in Europe and Japan, and, for whatever reason, there's a big movement over there of that style of music, and people over there enjoy that quite a bit, but it's just not my cup of tea.
Right, exactly. So what would you listen to? Rhapsody or Ring of Fire or Lil Wayne?
Ooh, I'll take Ring of Fire. I can't deal with rap. I was listening. I was at work this week, and we have a machine shop.
Yeah,
connected to the office area,
and
a couple of the guys out there, which I find really funny because one of the guys that works in the machine shop,
right?
He's he's in his mid to late 30s, and he likes bands like Jackal and stuff.
Okay.
But he was in there listening to who's the guy who sings the cookie song or the Oreo song or whatever the hell.
It's not Dave Bickler, is it?
No.
I don't know.
It's the one about basically it's a metaphor for eating pussy. The eating an Oreo cookie.
I don't know who sings that song.
It's a popular song, I guess, in the rappy community now.
Which would mean I don't know it.
Yeah, see, but I don't listen to that garbage. But that crap was playing in the shop, and I was just like, what the hell are you guys listening to in here? Like,
so you whipped out your Ring of Fire CD and said, "Here, listen to this."
Right. Right.
I'd like to make one clarification here, since I just got a text saying, "Did you really pimp ACAS?" Which is Along Came a Spider. No, I did not. We were comparing shit to shit, and I'm saying that Along Came a Spider shit is slightly better than pompous, fucking triumphant horseshit metal.
Right.
That's what I was saying. Along Came a Spider is also slightly better than Cancer, and guess what? I don't want either. That's about as good as I'm going to pimp it out.
Nice.
Along Came a Spider, a step above Cancer. Half a step.
Right.
Makes you wish that you had ear cancer, though.
Yeah, sure.
But anyway, Go ahead.
Well, anyway, regardless of that, everybody has their own taste in music, and there's plenty of it out there of whatever kind.
And everybody's but ours is wrong.
Exactly. Well, I wanted to kind of catch up on last week's show. You and I kind of discussed it. I listened back to the Spreaker, and I know that, you said you were a little bit tired, and I was a little bit tired, and we didn't think it was like, the most knockdown, drag out, funny show last week, but I thought it had some very strong, points.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently the big winner of the week last week was the interview that we did with Frank Ferrer,
right,
of Guns N' Roses.
Sure.
All right. I'll be the first to admit that I really knew very little about Frank, aside from the fact that he's the current drummer in Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
Outside of that, really didn't know much about him.
Sure.
Apparently, I don't know if it's him personally or it's still a rabid following of what is GnR today.
Mm-hmm.
That interview on the Spreaker, anyway, did very big numbers. We did 1,500 listens.
Wow.
Of that interview.
And that didn't even make Blabbermouth.
Yeah, 1,500.
Without any press on it.
Right.
So I think it's got to be the GnR fan base.
It definitely has to. And you posted that by late Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And before noon on Monday, it already had 800 listens.
Jeez. He was a nice guy, though.
Very nice guy. I appreciated the interview, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed speaking with him. Like I said, I didn't know much about him outside of, what I learned during the interview. I mean, I don't follow GnR. I mean, outside every now and then you see Axl's name pop up in a news story or something, but
right.
As far as what they're doing or where they're touring or whatever it is what's going on with the GnR thing these days, I don't really follow that. I have zero interest.
Sabbath fan in the chat room. John and Mark were listening.
Apparently, they listened again and again and again.
Over and over and over.
Right. Well, anyway, I saw those numbers climbing very quickly, and I was just like, well, who's taken such a great interest in this particular interview? Because this guy really isn't a household name. I mean, it's not like we interviewed Slash or something.
No, it's certainly not.
And I was just like, wow, somebody's taken interest in this.
Right.
So you pointed out to me on Monday that apparently the word about the Frank interview made it over there on the most popular Guns N' Roses message board, Here Today, Gone to Hell.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it started out with, hey, Frank was on the show. Here's the Spreaker link. Give it a listen. And then it got into a whole debate. Did you read?
Of course it did. I read every single post.
Yeah. So it got into this whole weird debate. It went so far away from the interview. It just got ridiculous.
It really did.
And it's just like, who are these people on these message boards debating whether this Frank Ferrer has passion for playing in Guns N' Roses or if it's just a job.
Yeah, it was one line that he said. I mean, the line that he said, and I don't quote it, I'm not quoting it verbatim, but it was to the effect of Guns N' Roses pays his bills, but he has true passion for
Pisser,
which is his fun band.
Right.
And you would have thought that this guy said, fuck Guns N' Roses, I'm just stealing their money.
Right.
Because that's the direction that those fans went.
I know. It's just like he's only playing drums until something else better comes along. So it was just, just the ridiculousness of the arguments going on a message board of all places.
And it went for a good, 40 posts?
Yeah, easily. And for like 3 days.
Yeah, they just kept on posting.
and I when the ones that gets me the most, especially when it's all in parentheses, his words, not mine.
Oh, I know.
His words, not mine.
I was like, shut the fuck up. Your words, not important. Put that in parentheses. Fucking idiot.
So these guys are bantering back and forth, which, of course, started just from the interview. Hey, Frank was on the Classic Metal Show. Here's the link. Give it a listen.
Yeah.
Then he said,
not my words.
His words, not mine.
Yeah.
That he doesn't have passion for Guns N' Roses.
His words.
just back and forth, and then it was just like, what can he do to convince you that he's all in on Guns N' Roses? And well, they could put out new music and they could do this, and he just said that they're just support for Axl. And it's like, well, yeah, they're just support for Axl because nobody's in the band anymore that was in the band aside from Axl. So yeah, without Axl, there is no Guns N' Roses now.
Yeah. If Axl leaves the band, those guys ain't going to stay together with a new singer.
Right. It's not happening.
It's done.
Right. So yeah, they act as support for Axl.
So what?
So they get to play. They get to play big. They get to play big festival and big arena gigs that normally they probably would never make, just built on the legacy of what was Guns N' Roses.
How about this? There are bands out there. I'm going to call Aerosmith as an example, and I don't know this for a fact, so don't sue me, Aerosmith. But
well, your words, not theirs.
My words, not theirs.
Right.
But Aerosmith do not like. All of the guys in Aerosmith do not like playing those songs every night.
Their words, not theirs.
Right. My words, not theirs.
Right.
Aerosmith does not like playing Dream On every fucking night of their life. So let's just say that it was Brad Whitford that just fucking hates that song. But he just goes through or hates playing every song that they play. Okay, let's just say Brad Whitford hates all of the Aerosmith music at this point.
Your words, not his.
My words, not his. Does that mean that he should have to leave the band?
I think so. I think he should just say, you know what? I don't want to play these songs anymore. I should leave because my passion is not there.
Yeah, come on. Since when, especially with replacement players, guess what? Replacement players, they have no original passion for the music. They just don't because they didn't write any of it.
Yeah, they're just regurgitating what somebody else did before them.
Yeah, the real guys loved those songs.
Sure.
Axl Rose probably on some level still loves those songs. But Richard Fortus or Frank Ferrer or Tommy Stinson, these fucking guys, you know when they remember hearing that song? About the same time me and you did.
Right, Anthony Fox.
Yeah, any of those guys. DJ Ashpa.
Yeah.
These fucking guys don't have no commitment to these songs.
Bumbletoe. I mean,
Bumbletoe. Or Bum or B. Or Bumble.
Dude.
Or Bumble F.
How great was that?
That was the best ever when I called him Bumble F.
No, you called him Bum.
I called him Bum. Bumble. Well, what was it? He said, call me whatever you want.
And we called him, I think we just called him Bumble.
You did. I kept taking parts off of the name.
Hey, bum.
I called him Mr. Bumblefoot, Bumblefoot, Bumble, Bum, B, and then I went back the other way.
Then, of course, after that interview was over, he never wanted to come back on again.
No, I think I remember him going to the message board saying that we were assholes.
Yeah.
And, you know, nobody from Guns N' Roses should ever do that show again.
Right.
How'd that work out? That was 3 guys ago.
Right. Jeez. How great was that?
Yeah, it is funny that Bumblefoot doesn't want to do our show anymore.
Right. I don't like those guys.
Damn it. I want to be clear. I was not late to rehearsal because I was talking to those guys. What a dick. That's his new name, Bumble Dick.
Bumble Dick.
That's it, Bumble Dick.
Nice.
You were late because of us, you fuck.
All right.
Go write a song and noodle about it, you fucking idiot.
Right. All right. Well, anyway, speaking of the Spreaker.
Yes, sir.
I don't know where all this came from just in the last couple of months.
Uh-huh.
But we're heading toward 5,000 followers on the Spreaker.
Look at us fucking go.
I know. Every week we add like between 300 and 500 new quote-unquote followers, whatever that means. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what it means either because I don't know anybody. I don't think I know anybody that's a follower on Spreaker.
Right.
Who uses Spreaker that they need to have a following account?
I don't know.
Do you have to sign in to use it?
Not that I'm aware of. I think you just gotta just go there to the Spreaker page and just, you know, hit click and listen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know because I'm always logged in. So,
yeah,
you know, I don't know how it all works, but, you know, hey, that's great that 40, however many thousand or 100 or whatever.
It's like 4,700 now.
4,700 followers. That's fantastic.
Yeah, but the thing is it was less than. We were at like 800 followers, I think, in November. And somehow we've added basically 4,000 new followers in 3 months.
You know, it must be about my book.
I don't know what it is. It's astounding just to watch those numbers because we're up at 4,702 now.
Wow, look at us go.
Yeah. Which, again, I don't know exactly what that means, but we're up over 212,000 listens.
Is that is the follower number? Is that a lot by comparison to the other shows?
Oh yeah,
that are
absolutely.
Like above us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Well,
I know you study these fucking numbers. I don't look at them, and the only time I look at them is when you tell me, "Hey, we passed 150,000, 200,000, whatever it is." It's the only time I ever look at them.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how this works. I know you and I have discussed this before.
Yeah,
there's a stupid show in the category that we're listed in. We're listed in the entertainment section,
right?
Because it's really kind of undefined.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I talked about this before, and I'm not really sure, but this number one spot is held by the Man-Child Show.
The Man-Child
The Man-Child Show. They haven't uploaded anything since October.
Okay.
They've got 68 followers.
That's a lot.
And 111,000 plays.
Wow.
We're in the 212,000 plays with 4,700 listeners, and we're like in 8th or 9th place. I don't understand it. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't get it. Okay, Zodiac says you do need to create an account to be a follower.
Yeah, but you don't have to create an account to listen, though.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think you do.
Okay.
If anybody went to Spreaker.com/CMS Rocks, I think you can just click and listen.
Okay. I have no idea.
Yeah. So, you know, but I talk about the Spreaker only because I think it's one of the best platforms out there.
Sure. I love it.
And the fact that I can just listen to it on the iPhone so easily, and you just hit, you just go to your Spreaker app and you just click, the Explorer, and you find the Classic Metal Show, and you hit that, and it lists all of our podcasts, and you just hit play.
Right. It's great.
And that's it.
Yeah. Hey, can I interrupt this story for a breaking tweet?
Sure.
One of these rare tweets that comes to us directly, but this is very important to the show.
Okay.
This tweet comes from the username TJ James Music.
Okay.
It says, at Classic Metal Show rocks, having real phone problems, going to see the dealer now. This phone is as retarded as me. Hailing.
He's going to see the dealer?
He felt the need to tweet us that he couldn't call right now.
I can't call. The show isn't the same without me.
Hold on, I got to interrupt with a tweet that I can't make the show with a phone call.
Nice.
Fucking Tim. Tim wanted to call badly tonight, too, by the way. He's probably really upset that he can't call right now.
Why is that?
Because there's big news in the Tim world.
Oh, really?
Dude, the Motley Crue news?
Well, is that really news?
For Tim, it is.
I mean, they've been talking about the retirement tour for, weeks now. So is that really news?
It's since 2000. They've been, as I told him, since 2000, they were retired for me. I was done with them 10 years ago,
right?
15 years ago,
right? Well, according to Twister Girl, getting back to the Spreaker, you just got to click and listen.
All right. Thank you, Twister Girl.
You don't have to sign up or anything. You just go there and click and listen.
What do you have to do to get her clothes off?
Nice.
Snap and order?
Right. But anyway, tonight we're doing something, what we did this one other time, just shortly, briefly.
Yeah.
But we are broadcasting live on the Spreaker tonight as well.
And I think we're going to do that permanently.
Yeah, well, it was just a matter of setting it up. I mean, I had it set up one other time.
Right.
And I think you deleted it.
Yeah, I think I might have, like, messing around or something, but we're going to... I just think that it's a good platform for the live show, too. I mean, I don't want to do it full time because then we got to keep fucking deleting every 3 hours.
Yeah, because it creates a file every 3 hours.
Yeah, but I don't mind once a week getting rid of the 2 files.
Sure.
To get rid of the show, because we can't leave it up.
Right.
That we cannot do legally.
Right.
But, as far as for people to listen, if people just like the Spreaker better than they like going to whatever it is that they're using, especially for people on phones, that's where I think it's going to be the most helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the people that I know that are listening to the Spreaker are listening on their phone.
Okay.
So if they want to listen to the live show and they listen to us anyway on Spreaker, they can just, go to the Spreaker app and listen.
Nice.
So I figured that might make things a little bit easier.
Right. Absolutely. Well, like right now, we're broadcasting live on the Spreaker.
That's right.
I see it shows live. I'm going to hit the play. I don't know if this will feed back at me or not.
All right. Well, we'll find out.
Okay. I'm going to hit the play on the Spreaker. So let's check this out. Well, like right now, we're broadcasting live on the Spreaker.
That's right.
I see it shows live. I'm going to hit the play. I don't know if this will feed back at me or not.
All right. Well, we'll find out.
Okay. I'm going to hit the play on the Spreaker. So let's check this out. Well, like right now, we're broadcasting. Okay, there you go.
There you go. Perfect.
So it's just going to just keep looping now.
Yep, of course. But
yeah. So that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. I just like the ability. It's yet another avenue that we can use to broadcast the show, and that's a good thing.
It is a good thing. Well, anyway, love the modern technology when it's used for good and not for evil.
This has come a long way from you fucking recording cassettes and leaving them in my mailbox.
Yeah, long time ago, 12, 14 years ago.
14 years ago, it was what, five tapes?
That was 4 90-minute tapes.
Right, and you'd leave them in my mailbox, and then I would get them, and then I'd have to play the 6 hours.
Yeah, rip them.
But I'd have to play them in real time, and I'd have to record them into my computer, and then convert them into real audio. Remember back then it was real audio.
It was real audio, yeah.
And then I had to upload it, and then I had to change the file, and it was such a pain in the dick. Now it's just like, it's done.
Bang. There it is.
Now it's a couple of codes and hit start.
There you go.
Fucking easy.
Nice. All right, dude. Well, I guess we got Nashville Pussy.
Like me some pussy.
Waiting in the wings.
I like some Nashville pussy.
So what is it? What is it they're promoting, and what is it? Who are we speaking to, and all that good stuff?
We are speaking to mega hottie guitarist Ryder Size.
Ryder
Size.
Ryder Size.
Ryder Size. She's Ryder Size.
Okay, she's Ryder Size.
Yeah, like riding that cock.
Like reverse cowgirl.
That's right. She's Ryder Size.
Okay, very nice.
And Ryder Size is the guitarist of Nashville Pussy, and she is promoting their brand new release, which is called Up the Dosage.
Okay. Not the best influence for the kids.
I don't know. I'd like to see my kids do a little more fucking.
Jeez. Listen,
But you wouldn't? If you had kids, you wouldn't want them to be out there fucking?
Hey, listen, I don't have kids, so I can't speak for,
Well, if you had to guess. You had to guess.
You know what? I think it's different when you actually have kids. So I don't have kids, so I can't really speak for that.
Look, I have adult kids. I hope they're getting lots of pussy.
Okay, nice.
That includes my daughter. What do you think of that?
Wow. I'm going to make a phone call to the ex, Mrs. Aiken, here and get her thoughts on this.
Believe me, you think she'd be shocked that I said something that offends her?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think she'd be like, "Oh, that fucking guy."
Right.
Or I'm out of there.
It's like, man, I'm glad he took a powder.
Yeah, I'm glad he's out.
Right. All right. Well, anyway, here's Nashville Pussy, and this seems like it has a very subliminal meaning to it. Rub it to death. Rub it to death.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right. All right. Well, here's Nashville Pussy exclusively here
on your classic metal show.